So I tried this homemade pizza dough recipe. These are all the ingredients that you need. You're going to need 00 flour, active dry yeast, salt, bread flour, and water. You start with 2 cups of 00 flour. I was able to order this flour off of Amazon. I'll go ahead and put the link in the description below. You'll need half a teaspoon of active dry yeast. Mix that up with a whisk. And then you'll need 2 teaspoons of salt. Mix that up with a whisk and then add in 2 cups of cool water. Mix that up until it looks like a pancake batter. From there, you're going to add 2 heaping cups of bread flour. In the recipe, it said 2 heaping cups, about 2.5 cups, so that's what I did. From there, you'll take 2 fingers and start to mix all of it together until it forms this dough ball. I started with 2 fingers, but I ended up using my whole hand to really start mixing the dough together and making sure it all came together. Mixed it all up until I got this nice dough ball. From there, I covered it up with plastic wrap, and then you let it rise for about 6 hours at room temperature. I made this dough around 10 a.m. so that it could sit for like 6-7 hours, and then we made the pizza for dinner. I ordered this pizza stone set off of Amazon. Again, I'll put the link in the description box below. It worked out pretty well. It comes with 5 pieces. It comes with like this little tray thing, the pizza cutter, the pizza stone, the paddle, and then I think it's 10 pieces of parchment paper. I had just ordered it a couple days ago, so while I was waiting for the pizza to rest, I was like, let's go ahead and open this up. Again, if you're interested in this set, I'll put the link in the description below. So after letting the dough rise for about 6 hours, go ahead and take it out. I've always wanted to do that. So clean off your surface, and then you're going to place the dough onto your clean surface. From there, in the video, he said stretch and fold 3 times. So that's what I did. That's 1, 2. Yes. Stretch and fold 3. The dough felt a little sticky to me, but it's my first time making pizza, so I don't know what it's supposed to feel like. This was fun though. I love working with dough. Are you excited? Then I took the pizza dough and I cut it up into 4 pieces. I tried to make them as even as I could. From there, I went ahead and tried to ball it up a bit. Again, the dough felt pretty sticky, so balling it was kind of hard. I'm going to keep messing with recipes though. From there, cover it up, and then I let it sit on the counter for about 60 to 90 minutes. While that was resting, I went ahead and started grating my cheese. I used fresh mozzarella, low moisture mozzarella, and Parmesan cheese. The fresh mozzarella was really soft and really hard to shred. It kind of crumbled more than shredded, but it worked out either way. I saw in another video, I can't remember what video it was, but he said the low moisture mozzarella is important to mix because this is the one that melts and gets a nice stretchiness in the cheese. So we have fresh mozzarella, low moisture mozzarella, and then I mixed in some Parmesan cheese as well. While I'm doing all this, baby boy is just playing with anything but his toys. So I put 2 of my dough balls away, and I left 2 out because I'm going to make 2 pizzas tonight. I went ahead and sprinkled some bread flour on the counter and the dough, And from there, I'm trying to ball it up so that I can start to shape the actual pizza. In another video that I watched, he was pressing the edges of the pizza, kind of like creating the crust, and he was leaving the center. He wasn't really pushing that down. And then we pick it up and just start tossing it side to side. From there, put your knuckles on the inside, and you kind of just let the dough fall as you rotate your hand and let the dough kind of work its way into the shape. From there, I placed it onto the counter, and then I transferred it onto the parchment paper. You want to make sure you get your pizza onto a parchment paper or that it's not sticking to the counter before you put your toppings on, because it will get stuck to the counter and then it's going to be really hard to take it off, especially with all the toppings on. So that's my first one. Now I'm working on the second one. I didn't make the sauce this time. I'm going to try that another time. I took Rao's homemade pizza sauce and poured that onto the pizza. Got a nice layer of sauce on the pizza. I don't know if you would want to heat it up or what. I would just eat it like that. And then I went in with my cheese mixture and spread it on top. I love cheese, but I really tried not to go crazy with it. For my first pizza, I wanted to do something simple, and we just went with pepperoni pizza. I did one full pepperoni, one half cheese, half pepperoni. And I took my pizza paddle, got the parchment paper with the pizza on it, and then placed it into the oven. I had the pizza stone in the oven preheating for about 40 minutes to an hour prior to the time that I was going to cook the pizza. And then I let the pizza cook in the oven for about 8 to 9 minutes until it looked like this. We're going to put the second pizza into the oven. While that's cooking, we're going to go ahead and try this first one.
Pizza.
Okay. Yeah, but this is homemade pizza. All right, go. I want to see what you think first. I'm so nervous. Yeah?
Good, yeah. Bro, we about to put Domino's out of business. There's a Domino's down the street. We taking them out.
My foot fell asleep.
Oh, I hate when that happens. The crunch, crunch it.
Really good.
Yeah? Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the share button with anybody that might be interested in trying to make their first pizza as well. Send me recommendations for something you think we should try next. Ready?